Well, hello there. I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. Oh, yeah, it's a name. Anyways, what a name, a doozy, right? Anyways, I'm here for you. If you're here for me in a live stream experience that's here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch, live streaming for you. It's hot. Need some water. Oh, yeah, that's necessary. It is a hot day, but that's not why we're here. No, what we're here to do is we're going to work on this 1967 Dodge Dart that's behind me. I'm here with you if you're here with me in a live stream experience. It does happen daily, but I don't always work on the Dodge Dart, but I am working on it right now, and that's an opportunity for you to watch me work on it as I try to figure some things out and maintain its value and also try to restore it in certain ways. Regardless, we're here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch, so do feel free to share the live stream experience in any of those places, any of those spaces. Also interact in the live chat experience that has great moderators in the room, keeping it nice and safe for all of us to be able to interact with each other. Do be mindful of what you say and make sure that you do show up in a way that you want people to be able to potentially like you. I mean, I don't know what's up with you. I don't know if you want to come into the room and just be a troll and a hater, but if you do want to try to have some fun and make some friends, the live stream experience does happen daily, and there are people that come back in the live stream experience on a regular basis that just like to chit chat with me and other people as well, so you can maybe make a friend. Anyways, we're here on in these places, in these spaces, to provide you with some entertainment, but also some interactive engagement. Yeah, that's right. I can interact with you if you decide to comment and ask me questions. You can also talk to the other people in the room that are in the live chat. Like I've said, there's a live chat for each one of these live streams. There's one here on Twitch, YouTube, and on TikTok, and they're moderated by great people, by great, fantastic people, also by robots. So give a shout out to the robots, the algorithms, the software, and the programs that are out there that are providing us an opportunity to be able to engage with each other, as I do try to create these live stream experiences to be PG and for everyone to join in and have a good time. I do value the robots being here and filtering out those unwanted comments. But then I also have the friends of mine and then the online friends that are potentially real people. Maybe some of them are bots as well, but there's moderators in the room that I've designated as moderators, and the moderators here on Twitch are Burrito Diva, Ray the Gatekeeper, Lily, Jam, AC Clutch, known as the Man of Things, and we also have Kajal. Those are our moderators here on Twitch, and I really do appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. If you're watching here on YouTube, we've got moderators too. Yeah, those moderators are Brandon, Liz, Gabby, Peaceful Kevin, Sarita Bonita, Danita Bonita, Miranda Rosanna, Juliet, Noah, Leo, Dougie Lauren, Natalia, and we also have Jam, Ray the Gatekeeper, and Kajal. Those are the moderators we have here on YouTube. I appreciate all of them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. And if you're watching here on the Tickety Talk, we do got great moderators as well. Those moderators are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe Javier, Bubba Gizmo, Grant, that goes by the name I only follow Ben. We also have Juliet, Danita, Davita, Dorito, Burrito, Lizzie, Izzy, Rem, Abby, Banana Fan of Faux Fabby, Jamie Lynn, and Sarah Sarita Bonita the Citalita. Yeah, those are the moderators we got in the room here doing what they can. If you do want to join the fan club here on TikTok, I totally would appreciate it. I mean, honestly, if you want to join the fan club and also join the Discord server, you can be part of the conversation outside of the live stream experiences. And that actually goes for each and every one of these live streams, not just the TikTok live stream, but on the TikTok live stream, if you become a paid subscriber, if you tip to a certain point, you could join the fan club, and then you can also join the Discord server that way, and you get a title, a specific title, a TikTok Citalita. That's right. If you want to be a TikTok Citalita, you can do that through TikTok, but not through the other ones. But you could still join the Discord server through the other platforms. The links are provided, sometimes in the chat and sometimes in my profile. Feel free to follow me in the other places and spaces as I do try to create fun live stream experiences for you to be able to interact with me and other people. It does happen daily, so if you do keep coming back, it might be an opportunity for you to make some friends and also interact with me and stuff. I see we've got Sarita in the room. It's always nice to see you here. It's nice to see people are jumping in and being part of it. Wow, the lighting is totally different. Now I can see it a lot better. I can see it a lot better now. Now I can't. How's the Dodge Dart? The Dodge Dart's okay. It has some paint peeling on some sections, but it's okay. It's not perfect, but we're gonna work on it today and get more of an idea of how much work needs to go into it. I probably need to do like a Saturday live stream where I end up doing it for like 6 hours or something, but we got some sandpaper and we're gonna try to restore some of the paint areas and some of the rust that's on it. And we also gotta look at where I waxed it, and I probably need to wax the whole thing, and I should probably rinse down the entire thing. Regardless, I'm here for you if you're here for me, and I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian doing stuff in my parents' Adobe where, they have this car. It's my dad's car. This is not my car, but this is my father's car. It's a 1967 Dodge Dart. Let's take it off, or let's take off the tarp so you can get a good look at it as I get ready to do some work on it. It's a white. The color is white. You see that right there? I don't know if you. Oh, yeah. Doesn't look that great. No. in certain areas it doesn't look good at all. And I do kind of feel like I need to wax the whole thing. I waxed it in concentrated areas, and that was probably not the smartest thing to do. Regardless, I do what I can in this live stream experience for you to be entertained, potentially, but I'm also trying to figure out how to restore this car, and I realized I did actually just wax it in specific sections. I should have waxed the entire thing. I did not think about that. When it comes to restoring the paint, though, we are kind of in a bind. We've got a lot of cracks and a lot of areas that need to be touched up. And I need to figure out what to do. So I think I need to actually sand off sections of it. I mean, like, these cracks right here are just so defined and so big. I gotta, like, start removing some of the paint that looks like it just needs to be. This is no retouching situation. There's also bubbling on the roof, which we gotta take a better look at. But right now we're actually gonna focus on this part of the live stream, or this part of the car in this live stream, where we're here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch. Feel free to share the live stream. It's here for you if you're here for it, and I do appreciate you coming in and being part of the conversation and being part of the live stream experience, but it wouldn't be what it is without you here. So do feel free to, share the live stream, and also come back later if you want to watch another live stream experience, since I live stream daily, and I do try to do 90 minutes a day. Sometimes I live stream throughout the day, and sometimes I live stream at different points in time. I meant to live stream this a lot earlier today, but I could not. No, I could not, but I can now. And I do need to find time for me to put in like 4 hours into this thing, and I'll probably live stream that whole process. So do give me a follow and keep coming back, and you'll see more of this car in the live stream experience. I guarantee it. I also guarantee that you can see me do other things as well, like cook and eat dinner, because I love to do those in my live streams. And also it's Thursday, and Thursday night means guest night for my Balavoon account, not necessarily this TikTok account, but my other alternate account on TikTok. I'm going to do a guest night over there. If you want to join in for that, that's something you can be a part of. Anyways, welcome to my live stream experience. We're here on these platforms providing you with some entertainment, and I see we've got Danita in the room and Sarita in the room, talking to each other, chiming with one another. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Anyways, I encourage you to share the live stream no matter where you are or who you are. It's here for you. If you're here for it, I could be, that entertainment if you do find me to be that fun to look at or that fun to listen to. Or maybe both. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm stalling. I really got to get this done. I do also want to open up I need to clean the motor as well. Okay. Yeah, I got to clean the motor. Well, this is what the motor looks like. Anyways, you're getting a better shot of that. Yeah, so welcome to my live stream experience. As I'm here for you, you're here for me. This is a 360 crate motor, and it does have some stuff happening to it. I need to clear it off. Let's get some of this cleaned up, actually. The battery's dead, but it looks so new. But it's definitely dead. Just because it's not that old of a battery. It's about 5 years old. It's no way it's working. But that's okay. That's really not what's important right now. We're going to just give this... Oh, that's not good. Well, this broke off. There's no way it's going to start. Alright, so I got to clear that off. So that's not good. Alright, so we've got some issues already. Now, I'm not really good with the motor stuff when it comes down to it, or, auto parts in general, and creating working automobile and working on it as a mechanic. I'm not necessarily that type of guy. No, but, I can be handy at times. But this is beyond what I can repair. So what's happening right here is this hose is no longer connected. So we've got to reconnect that hose, which actually that does sound pretty simple, but it looks like some things deteriorated. I got to get, I kind of want a dust buster to do this. I need to pick up all this stuff. Yeah. All right, so we've got an issue here, definitely. Okay, so that's one thing that's a big problem. Let's look at the other issues. So there can't just be that. No, it's always more. What is this? Washer fluid? The windshield wipers? It's fantastic. At least that's in good condition. Yeah, the windshield wipers are noticeably in good condition, I guess. I'm not really sure. Anyways, nice to see. When putting water directly on, at least. Make sure to keep car running when cleaning engine. Yeah, we're not going to be using water. We're just going to be using this, and we're going to probably be using a vacuum. When it comes to cleaning a motor, you do need to have it on, but we're not actually doing that in this live stream experience. We're inspecting the motor. We're going to try to clean it up best we can, but not necessarily clean it up with any real cleaning solutions. It's just really dusty in here. Also, you can tell that there's some damage to certain areas. It definitely will not start. There is a hose that's disattached that technically could be reattached, so I guess that could be fine. But that's really all that's wrong so far. But you know what that means? If that's a problem, that means that there's something else that's an issue as well, and it's just going to kind of cascade from there. It is a classic car. It needs some love and it needs some care, and I'm definitely not necessarily producing that love and care at this moment in time, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to create a live stream experience for you to be able to watch me try to also take care of it to some degree. What I'm capable of doing, I'm going to do those things. What I'm not capable of doing, I won't do those things. Oh, looks like Smith's asking to be. Well, let's see what he's up to. Ah, dang it. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey Ben, I know you're busy. I just wanted to speak. I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you too. I wanted to see how you're doing. This is my dad's 1967 Dodge Dart, so I can also show it off to you.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I don't know if
let's
you're a
see
car
it.
guy,
Okay,
but
what
my
were you
dad loves
explaining?
classics. Wait, what was that?
Okay. Okay, what were you explaining? Like if you're ready to stay for a little bit or not, it's whatever you want to do.
Oh no, I'm down to see what's up with you too for a little bit. I'm live streaming on YouTube and on Twitch like I normally am, but they can hear you. Just letting you know that those are also rewatchable. So
Hey
remember,
YouTube, hey Twitch,
yeah, and
hey
it's
TikTok.
nice to see you, man. Yeah. How's
Likewise, man.
how's things with the battling? Are you still doing battles all them times?
Yeah, I am. I am, but right now I was like looking. Normally now, Ben, I feel like I gotta upgrade it a little bit. So people send me invites all the time. So I'd be like looking through like which ones I actually want to do, rather than like doing the randoms all day. I'd be
Yeah.
like, all right, I see this. Should I go here? But other than that, like that's it. Like solo randoms or random battles that people send me.
Do you ever do any projects in your live stream? I've always wanted to ask. Anything like, like, do you ever do a
Should I?
puzzle or anything?
Should I?
Wait, say it again?
Should I? Hey,
Should you?
Smells.
I'm not sure. I'm asking if you ever do projects, though. You don't have to, you know?
No. I'm asking, should I? If you feel like it would be fun, I would. I don't think I would ever just put my camera up and have like puzzle pieces in front of me. Now, would I do a topic one day? For sure. Maybe I'll come in one day and have a full topic about something. But I would rather that be like interactive, meaning like I'll do a panel and I can hear other communication, like from
Yeah, and
other
you can
people.
kind of like converse, kind of like a guest hosting, kind of like talk showy, right?
Yeah. Or I could sit here and just talk. But I hate just talking by myself. Like,
Really? I
granted,
love it. I think that that's the best part about these things is that we could
yeah,
just talk endlessly and no one can really interrupt us.
I love that sometimes for some, but I think while as I'm building, I need I need that from them, and then I can sit here and like chat all day if that makes sense. I'm trying to do it backwards, get an audience in, and then I just like start just yapping. I can't yap to air. I don't know how to yap to air.
Yapping to air isn't necessarily fun. I think like the first 2 months that I live streamed, there was only 2 or 3 people in the room and they never really said anything. And it's interesting when you yap that long. But then the battles I did more back then. I think, yeah, because like I didn't know what to do also when I was starting, which was so long ago. It feels like. How long have you been doing this, by
Yeah.
the way?
Here, I feel like I've been consistent. I'll say I'm finally consistent for like the past 3 or 4 months, but I've already streamed before. So I'm not like, when you ask me like about doing other things, I will do other things, but I just haven't gotten the feedback I need yet to do those things. Like,
I hear you.
I can come in here and do a whole thing, but then who am I doing it to?
I mean, yeah, that does make sense. I only really like started doing the what like the cooking and eating because it seemed like it was just fun for me to show that, and then I didn't have to
Hmm.
talk. And I think that that's actually was my mentality at the beginning. But then I talked anyways because
Right.
I like to talk a lot, which really works out for me as a live streaming person that's over here doing some
Hmm.
things. But
You want to know which ones I like most? What you do?
which one?
And it reminds me, like, you give me that nostalgia back of LA. Like, I miss LA so much. But, like, when you be in the pool, like the little kiddie pool outside, I'd be like, bro, he is living, bro. He's having a good ass time. Like literally just having a conversation. You'll look up every now and again, have a conversation, like go back to chilling. That's literally like LA, bro.
Thank you. Those are my favorite ones so far as well. I've really enjoyed that. That's actually been really nice. It's such a simple thing, and it's only $20 to buy that kiddie pool. Can you believe that? Like, what a deal.
Especially in LA, because you would think that shit's just out of this world somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And in LA, it can get so hot, but also it can be like, it's just the sun. It's not necessarily the temperature. It's just like, it's an inch. But then, you know, there are times where I'm feeling like I really need to go to the beach and do a live stream over there. But I have not yet done that. But I should be doing
I
that.
feel like I've been doing that. Like if I was as serious as I was back then up here, I would literally just took my little tripod out with me and just sat it down as I'm just laying there. I can't tell you the amount of days I used to just go to the beaches later. And like go there, go to the water when I got a little hot, come back, lay down, have maybe a bevy or two. That's about it.
That's the way to live. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, so are you coming back to LA anytime soon?
I don't have a time frame, but I do plan to come back. That's the goal.
Yeah, because I still need to hear about your lore in life. Because you said that you did used to work at a production studio or something. Oh, right. You can't talk about it here, but you said there's like history to yourself, and you might come back. But what's that looking like? Is it looking like you're coming back anytime soon? Not really.
Definitely in the next year. I'll definitely say that. It's not looking like 5 years. Definitely within the next year.
5 years would be a long time. I don't know why you'd do that, unless you had like something you really needed to do.
It would never be that. In the next year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying where you're at right now? It's nice still?
It's family. Sound good.
Friendly. What does that really mean? So it's good enough.
Family, Ben.
Oh, family. Oh.
Yes.
I've heard friendly. I'm so sorry about that. That is all my bad.
That southern drawl is coming back. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. So when it comes down to you doing this, though, you do it like every day for how long? Do you do like 90 minutes at minimum, or are you doing like 4 hours, or what are you doing?
You know what? Last night I did like 2 hours and some change. The night for that I did like 2 hours plus more. Like, remember I used to tell you I would only do an hour? It's getting a little bit easier now to stay on a little bit longer. But I'm never on this early. So that's why I'm just like, okay, let's see what's happening within these time frames and then get back on normal time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
I tried morning like a day or two ago. It was okay.
I saw you once in the morning for a little while, and then I think I needed to do something. But I did see that you were like doing your thing. It's nice to see that it's like you find your time to make it into the live streaming experience. I'm trying to figure out what time frames I really like to do it, but for the most part, I'm pretty much doing it around now every day. So.
Okay. Yeah, so you're on 5 o'clock. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I
Like
usually
4 to 5.
like sometime around then, and then like later on, like tonight's guest night because it's Thursday, which you can come back later if you want to be part of the guest night. You can be just like a guest in the room if you want to, or you could be one of the co-hosts, I guess. I'm not sure if TikTok's updated certain aspects of this, but I think you can have 4 people if you do co-host. You can have 8 people if you do guests, I believe.
Yeah, you can't have 4 as a co-host. I've seen it before.
Yeah, so you can do 4 as co-hosting, and then you can do 8 with guests. But it's been getting pretty crazy lately. Because it's summer, there's more kids that show up, and when you realize they're a kid, it gets really awkward. Because like we really actually can't be engaging with someone that's under the age of 13 on the platforms in general. They can't even be using it. So everyone can get in trouble. So like it gets a little awkward, so I'm kind of being like a little more restrictive on who I allow to come in as a guest now.
And then also you got to keep in mind you have multiple streaming platforms. So like if they're watching it somewhere else, they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I can actually talk to them in real time here." So.
Which is interesting. That is, because I feel like people over here on YouTube and on Twitch end up going over to TikTok every now and again. You know, I don't know if you guys are, but regardless, thanks for being here, guys. I'm talking on my TikTok live stream with a guy named Smith. You know, hey, you have other social media, right? Just this one? Follow him on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing what he can.
What's going on? But Ben, lock in. Bro, I love you so much. I had to check in and see what you had going on.
Hey,
You know
thanks
you're
for
my
checking
guy
in, man.
forever,
It's
bro.
nice to talk to you. You have a good rest of the day, and maybe we'll see you later for guest night.
Say less. I'll probably pull through.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it'll be nice to see you. Thanks for
All
dropping
right.
in, and thanks for being part of it. It's always nice to
All
see you,
right,
man.
bye, Ben.
Bye bye. Oh, he's so much faster at that than I am. How to exit out of a conversation just takes a little while. Regardless, I got a little distracted because these live streams are not just me interacting with you, it's also me interacting with the other people that are on the internet as well. That includes people that also live stream as well as you, the viewer that's here in the live stream experience too. I do appreciate people coming in and being part of the live stream as it's here for everyone. Danita's right. Everyone go follow Smith as well. Meowishly, it was cute. It was nice to catch up with him. He'll probably come back later on for guest night. I hope he does. Honestly, it'd be nice to see him stroll back in and be just a guest. But we're here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch, working on the car, trying to take inventory of what's going on with it. But I need to go get one of the dust busters and actually like suck up some of the stuff that's here, or one of the vacuums. I need to go get a vacuum. I need to go get something to make this easier for me to continue to work on. But welcome to my live stream experiences. I'm working on a 1967 Dodge Dart. I'm taking inventory of how the motor looks, and I'm giving it a wipe down with not even a damp cloth. No, this cloth isn't even damp because, you know, if I'm gonna wash the motor, I actually need to turn on the car. But I do need to give it a wipe down a little bit, not touch the belts, of course, but you get it, get some of that dust out of here, get some of that buildup of just like dirt, which is all over the place, honestly. There's a lot of dirt. Yeah, and a lot of spider webs, which I'm not really fond of. I'm not a huge fan of spider webs in general, but I'm not completely against spiders, believe it or not. Spiders are pretty cool. I mean, they do their thing. They kind of take care of the environment when it comes to there being too many bugs in the room. And I'm not a big fly guy. I don't really like flies very much. Spiders tend to eat those flies. That's really not what's important right now. What's important right now is we're here working on the 1967 Dodge Dart, kind of wiping down the motor, taking a bit of a look at it, making sure it's in good condition. I did check it recently, and I didn't even notice that this was broken off, but it is broken off. And you know what? That's a shame. These things do happen, but when it comes down to the live stream experience and me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart, I've only done this a couple of times, but we need to work on the paint, the exterior, and whatnot. Yeah. We need to really check some things when it comes to this car being a classic. You know, we can do a lot of work on it ourselves, but not all of it can be done. Of course, you know, some of it, you know, it's going to need to be done by a professional to some degree. I'll do what I can, and I will take you along for the journey in multiple live stream experiences, so keep coming back. I just wiped it down. I need to go inside and grab myself something to make it so then I can end up doing, you know, the vacuuming of the inside of this motor right here. And some things broke apart and there's a little bit of rust there, and I need to just suck that stuff up so it's not just sitting there. You know, we've got to just really actually start to take more of an initiative with making sure the car is restored. So we're also going to be doing a little bit of the paint. We're going to be working on that a little bit. I'm going to try to sand it. I also need to probably buffer it again. I'm trying to make this car come back to some livelihood, or bring some livelihood back to the car. Because, you know, it's been sitting for about 5 years, and it hasn't been running, and it hasn't been being washed, so the paint's looking pretty bad. And, you know, 5 years does a lot to it. Even though it was under the tarp, it's not necessarily in great condition. But we're figuring it out as we go along. Shout out to the spiders indeed, Danita. Thanks for mentioning the spiders that are out there. And thanks for muting Anonymous 735 or 735456. Unfortunately, you got muted. But, you know, I got some of the great moderators, so do keep coming back. Be mindful of what's happening in the chat. Do be here for each other. And when it comes to, you know, being here for me, don't bring negativity into the live stream. Bring positivity into it. If you're feeling like being a little negative or being a little sassy in the live stream experience and you're a regular, just because you're a regular doesn't mean I'm just going to let it slide. So be polite and have fun hanging out with me, and be nice to me as I'll be nice to you. And let's just reciprocate that type of energy. If you bring any type of negative energy into the room, even if you feel like you're joking and people can maybe pick up on that tone, they probably can't, because when it comes down to reading things, there is not much of a tone. It's open to interpretation by the person, and not everyone knows everybody, so do be mindful of that, and do just try to keep it appropriate for us all to be in the room and to have fun with one another in a conversation that only encourages and motivates, not discourages and, you know, downhearts someone. I don't know, I just say things. Anyways, thanks for being here and being part of my live stream experience. I need to go inside and get a little bit of a vacuum thing. I'm going to take the water with me. I'll be right back. But there's other people in the room here for you to be able to interact with, so do feel free to talk to the others that are in the room. And I'll be right back with the thing that I need to be able to do this right. And now I'm back in the room with you. If you're here with me, I'm here with you in a live stream experience that does happen daily. Feel free to keep coming back. It's always here for you. Honestly, I'm here for you. So it might not always be here for you, but I'm here for you right now. And that's what's important. So let's just kind of take it for what it is, a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I do talk a lot, and these live stream experiences are a place for me to be able to talk a lot with you. So I don't know who you are, where you are, but if you get to know me, I will have fun chit-chatting with you to some degree. Feel free to chit-chat within the chat, and I'll try to acknowledge whatever you ask or whatever you say in the chat to the best of my abilities. Do be keeping it PG, though, and have fun talking to me and the other people that are here. But be mindful. It's not just me with you, it's you with a whole bunch of other people as well. We're gonna use this guy because I mean, like, I have to. Doesn't it have? I guess I don't have to, but let's see. I thought that this had like. No, this is good enough. Yeah, this is exactly what I need. Anyways, welcome to my live stream experience. I'm working on cleaning up this motor a bit. There's just some stuff that I need to get out from in there, so we're gonna get this nice and close. Perfect. Well, that's... broke off. That's not good. Alright. Oh, right. There's another camera right here that I'm going to film a video on at the same time as I'm filming myself here with you. Ah, dang it. When I'm using a vacuum to get some stuff out of the motor area, you know, where some rust and some grime is gathered up, it looks just like this. I just put the hose in here and use the vacuum in this way to get some junk and stuff off the motor. What's it look like when you're using a vacuum to get some junk and stuff off the motor? Maybe there's a little bit of rust. Maybe, you know, there's just a couple of leaves in no, we got this. Perfect. Some dirt and dust. Actually, this is really dusty, really dirty stuff over here. when I'm cleaning up a motor using a vacuum, it looks just like this. What's it look like when you're using a vacuum to clean up a motor? They had some dirt and some grime just stuck in there, and you just want to vacuum it up so you don't spread it out further. There we go. Let's stop recording here. Now you got it. This is not good. No, this is bad. This is definitely not good. Looks like it's cracked in one spot. That whole piece needs to be removed and replaced. It's unfortunate, but these things do happen. This car is old and things need to be maintained or they do break and fall apart. When it comes down to maintaining a hot rod like this, which is a 1967 Dodge Dart, GT Dodge Dart, it does need to be, like given love regularly, or it does, and the age of it will deteriorate. Bug. Yeah, try and make it happen. Well, I hope you're having a good day and that things are going well. I know it's loud with the vacuum on, but I mean, I gotta do this part. I should focus on what I'm doing to finish it up. Yeah, this whole piece needs to be taken off. That's too bad. Alright. At least it's not cracked in places that are not replaceable. Lucked out in some ways, and in other ways it's totally expected. This car has always been somewhat of a challenge to maintain. Alright. That's good. I didn't really realize how bad that was, but it's nice to take care of it. So that's one more thing accomplished here with restoring the car and getting it back into a good condition. We've got that now taken care of, and it'll need to be, really washed up at some point in time. Not right now though, but at this point we've got to also take the time to switch gears and to actually start working on the areas that I'm most nervous about, which is the paint job. There are cracks and rusty areas that I've also tried to buffer out, but I didn't buffer the whole thing, so now the paint job's starting to look a little weird. I do need to take more of a consideration into what I'm doing and not do things aimlessly, since I don't work on this car as much as I used to when I was younger with my dad and his best friends, when they used to just come together to work on cars, because it was plainly part of their culture just to document that here on these platforms. Here on TikTok and on YouTube and on Twitch, I'm live streaming, but it's rewatchable here and documented for you to be able to rewatch whenever you want on YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah, the live stream experiences are rewatchable. They're on demand for you to be able to rewatch whenever you want, time and time again. Yeah, it is a lot of fun creating content like this, and hopefully you're having fun being in the room with me as I do these live streams daily. It does provide you with an opportunity to look into my life as I'm living my bachelor years, and trying to create a safe environment for you to be able to interact with me and the other people that are here, which always leads me to say, give a shout out to the moderators that are keeping things safe and pleasant for us all to be in the room together. I do try to create a PG environment, not PG-13, though you might think that bringing some PG-13 humor to the live stream experience might be appropriate at times. It is absolutely not appropriate. I know, right? Trick question. Do be mindful of what you say, and if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be that mindful of what I say because then I can't relax, it makes me all anxious. No, you still got to be mindful of what you say. There's other people in the room, and this is a global live stream experience. That's right, a global live stream experience, and I'm always watching what I'm saying, so I'm allowing myself to be natural and showing up for the live stream experience while also not bringing any of the cursing into the live stream. That's right, I'm pretty good at not cursing in my live streams, but when I let guests in sometimes, and I do read the chat every once in a while, I do see that it sometimes has, them curse words, which I'm actually not against. You know, I curse in real life, but not in my lives, because I want to be able to rewatch them time and time again, and I also want them to be, you know, available for pretty much all ages to watch, especially since we're here on YouTube, which means everyone can watch it, and YouTube's maybe the most popular platform out there in the world at this point in time, where basically, you know, there's just so much stuff. If you're watching me here on YouTube, I really do appreciate you deciding to watch me. If you're watching me here on TikTok, I mean, that's cool too, or here on Twitch, that's also cool, but here on YouTube, there's a lot of content on this platform. Just so much, it's overwhelming. And there's also like ability for you to have YouTube TV, and then, you know, on top of that, you just have a lot of other people live streaming and a lot of other issues with competing with some great people out there, you know, like those TV shows and those movies that you can also buy here on YouTube instead of watching other content. So if you are watching me, I do appreciate you coming in and deciding to watch my live stream experience. If you're rewatching the live stream here on YouTube or here on Twitch, go to my profile to check to see if I'm live streaming right now, and you can interact with me in real time. That's right, in real time, you know, if I'm live streaming right now, that is. But this is a rewatch if you are rewatching it. But right now, if you're in it, well, it's actually happening right now in real time. Unless you're watching it later on, then it already happened. But let's not just get confused. They're language enhancers. So we've got Jennifer saying there's language enhancers. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it means something. I guess it's important to a degree. Thanks for joining in and being here. I don't know what language enhancers means, but I do like the way it sounds. It looks like Ray's in the room as well. Thanks for being here, Ray, and thanks for being part of it. It's always nice to see you jump in and be part of the live stream experience. Do come back later for guest night. I just got to wipe down the inside of the motor just a little bit more before I shut this. I just got to turn my back to the camera a little bit. That doesn't mean I don't see it and I don't appreciate you guys being here. This is me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart, and I'm just trying to take a better look at where the motor is. I haven't tried starting it up because this battery's dead, but it's a good thing I didn't try to start it up because this is not fully attached anymore. One of the hoses isn't attached, but besides that, pretty much no visible damage to any of the other aspects of it. Everything else seems to be in good condition. The spring seems to be there and it seems to be springy. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be fine. Okay, so this car does scare me though. When it's on and when it drives really fast. I've never personally driven this car, but I've been in it when my dad's driven it, but I've never actually driven it myself. But it is his car once again. Welcome to the live stream, but we're working on the 1967 Dodge Dart. What's for supper? Oh, I don't know. I'm working on the car right now, but I'll figure it out later. Did the bird laugh? The bird did laugh. It was interesting to hear that. Ain't that right, Ray? I mean, that's what I think. We've moved on to linguistically speaking as an English major. Oh, someone is becoming an English major? Is that what you're saying, Jennifer? Now you're back in school becoming an English major? I do hope I'm understanding that right. If I'm not, I know you'll clarify. Regardless, I do appreciate people coming back on a regular basis. We're here on these platforms for your entertainment. That's right. You can interact with me and the others that are in the room if you really want to. I need to figure out what I'm doing with this part. I also need to figure out what I'm doing over there. So I'm actually going to go over there really quick because I got some other things I need to check with this car. I'm not going to film that intensively, even though I should. I mean, I'm already filming. Should basically be doing that too. But there's just a lot of rust over there that I need to start to figure out how to deal with. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it is pretty bad. Yeah, time for the paint to just start coming off. Well, I guess I'm starting over here. It's best that I don't film too much of everything that I'm doing because, like, I can put the cameras over there and you can observe me doing it, but the more I talk to the camera, the harder it is for me to actually finish tasks. I do like the live stream and I do things in the live streams, but when I do, like, obstacles like this or tasks at hand, they take me twice as long when I end up live streaming. Something about, you know, me being here with you and you being here with me and us showing up with each other. Dang it. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I should have got tougher sandpaper. I knew it. My dad wants me to do this using lighter sandpaper first to see what, you know, I can recover without having to scrape off the paint, but it's pretty bad. There's not much I can do. In order to get the rust off and to get the paint chips off, I'm gonna have to start sanding the paint down in certain areas. We're gonna have to do this whole section right here. We're gonna have to do that section. You know, at least it's not the whole thing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas on the roof. Oh, and right here. Dang it, there's another spot. Well, I mean, these things are just... It's just how it is. It'll be fine. If I prep it so that I can get someone to paint it in the areas it needs to be touched up, honestly, that would be most preferred, because then maybe I could learn how to paint it? No, I don't really want to do that. I just want to prep it. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Oh. Well, what am I going to do about that? Dang it. Alright, so I guess I have to take these off in order to do that area. Yeah, it looks like it's cracking in this part too. And it's peeling right here as well. No, that can't be right. That's just dirt. No way is that just... Oh, it is. Oh, wow, that's... Okay, so that's not good. So I definitely need to wash this thing maybe like 10 more times. Something like that. Well, I definitely need to do like a full day working on this thing. Now that looks so much better. You know, imperfections on the paint, sure, but when it comes down to us restoring it and getting it better looking, that's what's important. Getting that, yeah, I had to do this by hand. I know I could probably use a sander, but my dad does not want me to. He wants me to do it by hand so I have the touch, so I can be more attentive. You know, the only things I've ever worked on this car are all like related to sanding it in some ways. I had to reseal the trunk because the trunk had a leak during like years of it raining, so there ended up being a whole bunch of water in the trunk bed. I had to drain the trunk bed. I had to drain the trunk because there just ended up being a whole bunch of water in it, and then I had to scrub the entire thing to get all the rust off, paint it, primer it. I made videos of myself doing that actually. I never posted them, but that was back when I didn't really say, this is how I do this. No. That was back when I just kind of like loved to do time lapses, and I still have the time lapses of that. Well, this is good progress here. Let's get some progress done over here. At least nothing's done over here. Ah, there is some stuff over here. The more I look at it, the more I see that there needs to be more work done on it. I should just stop staring at it. Alright, well, okay, let's just move on to the next part, which I need to flip, well, see what my dad says about this. I think I can recover some of it, but most of it's going to be peeled off. There's really not much I could do about that. There's still rusting over here. Welcome to my live stream. You're watching me work on a 1967 Dodge Dart as I'm sanding the paint in areas where it's rusting and chipping to try to smooth it back out and to also prepare it for it to potentially get another paint job. It's probably gonna need a lot of love. Well, this needs to come off. I just don't like ripping off pieces of the I don't like ripping off pieces of the paint. It doesn't feel right. Like I should be able to do something about it to keep it there, but I know I'm just trying to delay on the inevitable. When it comes to the paint job, there's only so much we can do with restoring it. It's looking better. Like visibly better. Like, oh, dang, it's all over my shirt too. It's okay. I'll be fine. I'm fine. I should probably wear a mask. This isn't the type of stuff to breathe in, if I remember correctly. Anyways, welcome to my live stream experience. I'm here for you. If you're here for me, and a live stream experience that does happen daily, do keep coming back for it. If you want to keep coming back, honestly, you never know what you'll end up watching me do. I like to live stream myself doing all sorts of things as I document my 30s and, you know, do the things that I can do and also things that I can't really do, and me figuring out how to do things as well that I've never done. Like working on this paint job is actually something that I've actually never done before. I have waxed a car before in the past, even on this live stream, but when it comes down to the maintenance of this car, when I was younger, basically all I really did was wash it and wax it with my dad, and I would assist sometimes when they would work on the motor, and when I say they, I mean my dad and my uncles would work on the motor, and the only thing that I've actually done to this car to restore an aspect of it was I had to reseal the trunk bed, so then water didn't leak in when it rained, and I also had to empty it out and just like get all the rust off and repaint it. And it was a challenge. It was probably the most work I've done on this car, and this is the next big project for me right here. We've got some chip paint right here as well. We've got chip paint up here. Yeah, I need to sand as much of it as I can. I need to peel it off. That part sucks. You think I'd be able to like restore it to a degree? Nah, I'm not gonna be able to. Let's see, so this part is all good. Everything's good right here. Nothing bad, which is actually great to see. Over here, there's a little bit of imperfection. There's also some over here. Well, that's better in general. This isn't bad. It's just not great. It's not in the best of conditions, but we're gonna get it there slowly but surely. This is the first day of trying to actually like fix parts of it. That's good. All right, and then yeah, there's also this area. A lot of stuff does need to happen to this car. But to get it started off, it's going to be a big challenge here. All right. I mean, This is going to be a good many times. All right, there's areas that were touched up. I forgot about that. Those areas were sanded as well and then touched up and filled in, but it just caused more issues here and there. I remember when my dad got this car, he was prepping it so that it could get painted. Cherry apple red is what he wanted, something like that. Some red color. Regardless, that's still what he would want. If you want to help me make that happen, I mean, I don't know how to paint a car, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But, it might happen. Oh, look, there's a bird. Yeah, anyways, thanks for being part of my live stream experiences. I'm still here for you. You're here for me, and a live stream experience that does happen daily. You have a degree in English already? Oh, that's great to hear, Jennifer. So Jennifer has a degree in English, but we're saying how curse words enhance language, linguistically speaking. To a degree, Jennifer. Yes, to a degree. That's why you should always let your kids cuss as much as possible. When it comes down to the cussing and whatnot, it can be descriptive. It can also be a cheap out. The F word is a cheap out in a lot of situations, I feel. I just feel like it's overused. It's very much overused, and people can say it really enhances the conversation, which it can be very funny at times. I'm not someone to disagree with that, but I do feel like it is overused. It's used a lot. And comically, I do find that people use it to make a punchline every once in a while, and I feel like that's just a cheap out with getting a laugh. But then again, sometimes it's really artful. It's artful. Yes. Yeah, other times not so much. Anyways, welcome to my live stream experience as I do create a place for you to be able to interact with me and other people. Let's keep it PG and let's be mindful of what we say in the chat. Do bring that positive energy as I try to create positive energy in this live stream for you to be able to thrive off of or, feed off of to a degree. If you're just looking for someone that has a lot of energy that's doing a live stream right now, well then watch my live stream. You can watch me talk endlessly basically as I do try to figure out what to do with this Dodge Dart that's behind me. It's a 1967 Dodge Dart, and this is some sanding paper that I'm going to be using to try to continuously get the rust out and some of the chips out. We've got some maintenance we need to do this car right here. It's not in the best of conditions, but it's not in the worst of conditions. And when it comes down to me restoring this hot rod behind me, I've worked on it time and time again, but also it's been sitting for 5 years without anyone really touching it because honestly, I forgot about it. Even though it's right here in my parents' house and it's very noticeable that it's right here, it's usually covered, but every once in a while I forgot that it's my dad wasn't necessarily doing anything with it, not taking off the tarp or washing it to any degree. For the last 5 years, and I just got to bring it some attention to it and be like, hey, this is one of the things he has. What are we doing with it? What should we do with it? Regardless, if you like a 1967 Dodge Dart and you like looking at them, well, that's what's happening right now, where you can just kind of look at it. It's behind me. If you do like looking at the eye candy of a 1967 Dodge Dart, it's right here, and you can just look at it and be like, wow, that's a nice looking car. It really is a nice looking car, though. It has a lot of art or a lot of character to it, and it's kind of falling apart a little bit, but not too much. I mean, there's now a hose that's not attached anymore that needs to be reattached. It looks like there needs to be a piece replaced so then the hose can be reattached because that piece kind of broke. And that's basically, what's happening in the motor. Also replacing batteries. So that's two things that need to definitely happen that aren't necessarily the end of the world, but it's not necessarily a good sign because if those two things need to be fixed up, that probably means there's at least 3 more things that need to be fixed up, along with the paint job that has different areas that aren't necessarily in the best of condition, and then the roof and the ceiling of the actual car itself, the lining work, that needs a little bit of work done on that as well. But besides that, the entire interior is in fantastic position, which is great. It's in a fantastic position of condition. I meant to say it's in fantastic condition, not position. But it is a position for it to be in fantastic condition. Because that's a position. I'm confusing myself, but then again, at the same time, would this be a live stream experience if I wasn't confusing myself at least a little bit, ranting for you to be able to judge me to some degree? Yeah, this is a little bit of some sanding paper right here. I tried to buff out the rust, and you know what? That did kind of help. There were some really crazy bleeding stains of the rust that are not here anymore. I got this. Yeah, I'm making noises and doing this part, trying to grind it down. This is going to be a couple of live streams. This is good for me to at least take acknowledgement of what's going on here. We've really got to restore it in different places and spaces. I need to get this done faster, honestly. Faster so we can figure out what to do with this car. You know, especially since TikTok's doing that thing right now where there's like this TikTok auto club thing or auto showcase where they're letting people like submit cars and whatnot, or make videos, submit videos of them working on their cars, restoring their cars, or just having a classic car and just showing it off, I guess. I'm not really sure exactly what TikTok wants in content though, but you know, I'm doing it for fun, and I'm just doing these things when I can. I tend to kind of not do the trendy stuff, but on occasion I try to do the things that, you know, TikTok wants me to do. I try to get on their good side, as I call it. Oh, that completely went away. All right, so if I do it in the right way, I can recover some of the paint job in some areas. So the tinier ones that have like a tiny little bit of rust right there and a tiny crack, if I sand it, I can smooth it over and then those ones can be fixed. Unfortunately, there's a lot more big cracks than small cracks, but that one actually looks pretty good. So let's just try to fix these ones too. Oh, that is fantastic to see. Okay, that makes me feel much better. Now, you know, it's not just me completely destroying the paint everywhere. It's me also getting it to look nice in some of the spots that I can make it look nice. Let's get the fine grade, which is this 800 sheet, which, you know, I guess is really good for it to be, you know, 800. Must be good, right? It's better than 600. All right, so let's see, where was that? So that's right here. Oh yeah, that's so, oh wow, that's easy. All right, so any of the small ones, those can be fixed over. All right, so that's good to see. That's one good news. That's one thing that's the good news that's happening right now. As we're figuring some things out, making sure to bring the Dodge Dart back into good condition, we're finding out that we can actually like fix aspects of it that look like they're small imperfections. I can sand the paint and seal it up. But you know what? It's just gonna happen again. So it's not like a permanent fix. I think I need to do circular motions now that I think about it. I'll be able to wax it too, but that actually fixes some of it, which is actually really great to see. And let's see if we can fix up this one too. Better, but not great, because you know when it's chipped that much and it's actually like separated from the actual body, there's very little I can do with sanding it back into a place. But as you're here for me, I'm here for you in the live stream experience on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch. Be nice to my moderators and have fun in the room, chit-chatting with the other people that are here. It's here for you if you're here for it. And do feel free to do some crosstalk. Talk to each other, not just me. But if you want to ask me questions, always feel free to say something in the chat, and I'll try my best to acknowledge what you're saying. I'll try my best to acknowledge you in general. It is nice to see that we've got people coming in the room and sharing the live stream, liking the live stream, and supporting the live stream experience as it's here on a daily basis. I do try to create a safe environment for me to be here with you and for you to be here with me. And do come back later if you want to be part of a guest night, you know, around like what, 9 o'clock is when I do guest night. I could try to do it earlier again, but there's some things I gotta do. All right, that's actually perfect. So there's a couple things that I can just fix right now with the 800 grit. Perfect. Some of the tiny little rust that's on it is now coming off. That's dirt. I really got to wash this thing again. It's unfortunate how dirty it actually is. Now this live stream isn't going to turn into that, but maybe. Okay, that's about right. Yep, now that's starting to look good. The tiny cracks, I mean, I'm gonna have to do this again, definitely. Well, I'm not even gonna try that over there. No, let's just go over here and look at some of these other pieces. Yeah, I'm sanding it down in different spots and different places as I'm trying to recover and restore the car back to its shiny look, you know. It's going to take some time and some more love, but this will be multiple live streams definitely in the future. So give me a follow if you like to watch this type of stuff here on the interweb. Dang it. There's just a bunch of rust in different spots. That's not good. All right, so that's another part done, but not really. And it's gonna take a little while. We've still got to get a couple of other things done, but let's use this 400 grid on the roof in that one section. You know, I could use more water. And a water break is not necessarily against the rules in any way. Now, gosh, I'm here for you. If you're here for me in a live stream experience that does happen daily, do feel free to keep coming back. Follow me on Instagram and also join the Discord server. If you like chit-chatting with the people that are in the chat and you like the vibes that are here in the room, then join my Discord server and you can always be part of the conversation outside of the live stream experiences. And you can also support those that also live stream in my live stream, as in like they're viewers in my live stream, and you can support them when they live stream too. Or with, you know, that said, you can also support the other people that create content as well in this community that I'm creating here in my live stream experiences, where you can interact with me and other people on a daily basis. And since it's here with a live chat experience, it also has the ability for you to go over and be more part of the conversation outside of the live stream. But then most importantly, you can be here when the live streams are happening. But the Discord server is the best place to be able to find out when I'm live streaming. It really is. Yeah, you know, I usually post it in there. Okay. That tasted good. Water, that is. Usually does taste good. Usually. Not all the time. Anyways, I do hope you're having a good day and that you're here for it, as in, you know, the live stream experience. It is a bit hot out, so I'm going to stand in the shade just for a second. I'm going to give you that attention that you need, where I just like look right into the lens and go, hey, how are you? Are you doing good? Are you having a good day? You want to tell me about your day? You can tell me about your day. Honestly, send me some messages, but here in the chat. And tell the other people as well. But be mindful, it is a public live stream experience, so anything you do say is publicly shared. So if you want to talk about how much you don't like your boss, that maybe like, you know, that boss is like not cool, or maybe that boss just doesn't talk to you anymore because that boss maybe already fired you. Maybe they didn't fire you. Maybe you just think they're gonna fire you. Regardless, if you do feel like sharing in the live stream experience and you don't want some people to read it, they'd be able to, because it's a public live stream experience. Yes. I know it's unfortunate, but you can have private conversations with me later. You know, not here, of course, but I'm here for you if you're here for me in the live stream experience that does have, you know, people coming in and sharing it. Meow Ashley, thanks for sharing my live stream, and also thanks for the gift. I do appreciate that salad, and I do always appreciate the gifts, guys, when you come in and you make the live stream experience special for me. Well, honestly, it really does make a difference. It makes so I keep coming back. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't here for you. If I wasn't here for you. And well, I got a little confused saying that, but I'm good. We got to use this one now. Oh, dang it. Every time I look at this thing, there's another area that's just not perfect. Well, that's better, but not great. Yeah, this isn't right. Well, good thing I'm doing it by hand. I feel like if I wasn't doing it by hand, I'd need to be wearing some sort of mask. Right? I shouldn't be breathing in this stuff anyways. Getting that rust and that grime off. but doing it in sections, not all at once, it's definitely not good on the paint. Yeah, there's a lot of rust right here. The paint peeled upwards. That's not good. Over here, also same kind of thing happening where we've got some pretty big chips. It's not in great condition, but it's not, you know, as I've said, in the worst of conditions. It was gonna happen. We all saw that, right? As I do this, it's gonna chip off. But that was like a pretty aggressive piece of paint that just flew right off. I don't have slow motion on this live stream experience for me to do any sort of replays, but if I could do a replay, that was a replay moment right there where a piece of paint just chipped right off and flew way over there real fast. Yeah, if you were paying attention, you saw it. If you weren't paying attention, you didn't see it. Regardless, do pay attention. The live stream experience is a live stream experience. It's not scripted or edited. It's here for you if you're here for it, and it's basically just reality TV. I'm not, you know, scripting it, but I could script it. I'm not sure what type of content I'll make in the future, but right now I'm just doing basic reality TV live streams where you can interact with me in real time, where it's basically just the reality TV of the 21st century. But, you know, there's still like traditional reality TV, but who watches that, right? No, I'm not sure. Regardless, I don't know who you are or where you are, but thanks for being here and being part of it. I do wish I had a replay so I could show you what happened right there, but I do gotta continue to sand the paint in this area, which is pretty bad up here. This is going to be multiple sessions, so this isn't just happening one time. It'll happen a couple more times, so do feel free to be a follower and keep coming back, as it's a live stream experience that I do try to create a fun place for you to be able to watch me do the things that I can do in my life, for you to be able to rewatch it time and time again. Feel free to be a follower, subscriber, or, you know, just like a fan in general, if you want to be a fan in general. Yeah, this is going to rip right off. Well, no, you know what? I got to switch to the other one. This is a finer grit. This is probably what I should be using. You just got to smooth it out. See, like, this isn't good, but yeah, this whole thing just needs to come off. I gotta slowly do it though. I can't just rip. That kind of hurt. I can't just rip pieces off. I gotta sand them off slowly and try to just get the paint to try to come back as best as I can. But this section's pretty much already lost. This is the worst of it. That's also pretty bad too, but I don't really know what to do about that. But this, I do feel like it's pretty straightforward. I just gotta sand it and try to recover as much of the paint as I can. And it's almost there, it looks like. Ugh. No, it's all right, I'm good. This part, though, it's pretty much done. Okay, so where do I take it from here? I don't know. I'm getting tired, but I'm also doing this live stream experience for a bit longer, so do get comfortable as I'm working on the 1967 Dodge Dart. I'm trying to take a good check on its paint job and its current state. And we've got some sanding to do, and we've got some polishing to do, and that's going to happen multiple times in a row. All right, and that's another piece of paint that came off as well. All right, so that's, you can see at the top of it, we've got a bit of an imperfection going on. But it is actually to the point to where I feel like no more of the paint's gonna chip off, it's chipping off. No. All right. Okay. So let's use the other fine grit against it again. Or, you know what? I just gotta wipe off this rust. You can see there's a whole bunch of rust right there. It is important. Try to bring the car. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's just give it a good wipe down. Yeah, this car used to be in such good condition. I'm really bummed about this, actually. I just need to wash it and wax it at least once within that 5 years, and I feel like a lot would have changed. Some things would be in better condition. When it comes down to cars, you know, it's easy to let it sit, and just a tip for those of you that are out there, don't just let your car sit. The car looks fresher already. Oh, thanks for saying it, and thanks for being so supportive, Danita, DeVita, Dorito, Burrito. Thanks for being here, Green 420. It's nice to have you in the room. It's always nice to see you come back. It is nice to see people coming back on a regular basis. I don't know who you are or where you are. Regardless, this is a live stream experience of me working on my dad's 1967 GT Dodge Dart. Yeah, it's behind me. That's what this car is, and it's a beauty to look at. It is eye candy for you if you like cars and you like looking at cars. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good car itself. It does drive pretty fast. It looks like it needs some work done in the motor, and we do need to work on the paint job a little bit, but that's happening very slowly but surely as I do try to create a safe, fun live stream experience for you to be able to interact with me and other people. It does happen daily, so do feel free to keep coming back and do be part of the live stream experience in the conversations provided in the live chat. But be nice to my moderators and listen to them if they're telling you to keep things appropriate. I really do appreciate them. And don't be coming in with too much of a negative energy. I'm not really big on the whole sarcasm thing or negative energy. So, you know, when it comes down to making comments that you feel like are just playful and you're like, oh, but I'm just joking around, you know, honestly, context is always hard to read when it comes to it being toned from a person that's, you know, thousands of miles away that's just writing something in a chat. Be mindful of that, and there's other people in the room too. We really don't all know each other that well. There's mainly strangers on the internet, and it's me interacting with strangers. Just be mindful of that, and, you know, just don't assume people know how witty you are or how good you are at telling jokes. Because who knows? Maybe this might not be the place for that. Maybe it will be the place for it. I don't know. Regardless, you'll find out. Moderators will let you know. They'll give you warnings. They'll let you know that you got to show up, get better, and be better at times. Ah, dang it. I need to rip this off. Okay, well that's not good. Okay. Now I just need to sand this until it's smoothed out. So then it's like, you know, gradually, okay, so that's not good. All right, so we're gonna need to work on this a bit more. This part I haven't really even started on. I don't even want to start on that. That part's actually looking even worse. I gotta double check that. I gotta figure out how to deal with it. Yeah, I know, I'm figuring it out as I go along. Regardless, I'm not really a huge car guy. I just am a son of a huge car guy who has gotten to his older age and he can't really do stuff like this anymore. So he's inside, he can't really like work on the car with me, but he is here in spirit, and you know, he might be 25 feet, 50 feet away from me, but he is definitely, you know, part of the equation because this is his car. But my father's car is looking pretty good at times. But right now, some of the paint's just like completely come off. Now we have all of the paint pieces, and that's because that top part is actually the worst part. But this part might not be much better. These cracks are not looking good when it comes to me fixing it. They've bubbled up already, and there's not a lot I can do about it when they've bubbled up. when they bubbled up, that means that, you know, it's basically starting to rust underneath it. So I do got to be mindful of that and try to figure out how to fix it. He's a real son of a car guy. Yeah, I am a real son of a car guy. Thanks for mentioning that, and thanks for saying it here on the chat, in the live chat of the TikTok live stream. It is nice to see you guys here in these different places and spaces. I try to say things that people are writing out loud in the live chat, so there's context to it. So if you rewatch the live stream here on Twitch or on YouTube, you're still in the loop. You don't know necessarily what's going on all the time, but potentially you'll be filled in a lot better. But you know, sometimes I do co-hosting also on TikTok and not here on YouTube or on Twitch, but you can hear it on these platforms. So do be mindful of that. I got multiple cameras in front of me as I'm live streaming in multiple places and spaces. You can be joining me in other places and spaces as well. There is a Dr. Pepper. It's over there. I can go grab it, but I'm trying to focus on getting some progress done on this. We've got to take a little bit of a look at that. We fixed up certain parts of the, you know what? I got to figure out how to take care of this other aspect of it. In 1 second. I need to get the rust off of it. The rust looks like, all right, it comes right off real fast. It's just, I keep sanding it, and you know, every time I sand it, I got to be mindful of that. It's not in the best of conditions, and this is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. When it comes down to me sanding a paint job and also trying to bring back and restore the car's beauty, I'm not necessarily well experienced with it, but my dad does have the know-how and is telling me what to do. And I'm sure I would appreciate it if people commented below here on the YouTube live stream with any tips or tricks or potentially, you know, some good advice, or maybe just someone that you feel like would be good for helping with restoring paint jobs on a 1967 GT Dodge Dart. You know, the body's actually pretty good. That rusty part is a little rusty still. I need to sand down that part. I need to fix the other side a little bit more. We need to wipe down the whole thing, and we probably need to cover it up soon. Regardless, I'm still here for a little longer, so do share the live stream. It's always a place for me to be here for you if you're here for me. That's right, these live streams are here happening on a daily basis. You can see the umbrella that I'm also using to like create the shade for the cameras not to overheat. Yeah, it's up pretty high. It's kind of nice because then I could stand in the shade and not be blinded by the sun. But then again, you know what? Oh, hey, Aubrey, nice to have you here. Thanks for joining in and being here. And thanks for the heart me. I do appreciate the gifts. It's always nice to see the gifts and to be here for you in the live stream experience is a pleasure of mine. And hopefully it's a pleasure of yours to be here for me as well. Yes, we still got to figure out what we're doing with that over there. I kind of want to wash my hands and kind of like get some of this stuff off of me. But you know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit. Yeah, I just feel like I'm not really cheating. It's just I'm frustrated with the paint job, the rust that's there, the sanding it, and I'm just gonna wet it down and wipe it all off. A pressure wash on this thing would completely destroy it. The paint job would just completely peel off. But I've sanded these areas and I can see a little bit clearer on how bad everything is actually. As it comes down to it, when it comes down to me sanding it, I just feel like there's a lot of filth on the car because I was sanding it, and you know, we're also, I guess I need to like give it a better buffer. I had to do it. Okay, so now that I've done that, I need to go get some of the towels. start back here first. That way I can work my way back up to the camera. It's looking good. Okay. All right. And then I give this some love. Okay. We'll get on the other side to do that side with this towel. We'll work on this side first with this towel. Okay, now this is another piece that just needs to come off. Yeah, the amount of paint that's fallen off of this thing, it's an unfortunate reality, but this is what happens when you let the car sit for too long and you don't take care of it by just washing it. Driving it would have also been good too, just for the motor and for, you know, the sake of the automobile. When you let a car sit for too long, it does deteriorate and it usually won't start. That's not uncommon. But this car's, you know, usually in pretty good shape. It's, you know, it's a hefty duty car. Oh my. It's interesting. Now that I'm sanding it, I realize the other spots that the previous owner restored it in other areas, because you could see that it was sanded. Yeah. The previous owner restored it in a lot of good ways, but now I can see what they did. And I fully understand it now. Whenever I end up doing something like this, you know, I feel like the whole learning process in itself is exciting to a degree, but I'm not usually fully aware of what's happening when it comes to working on cars, because I'm not really a mechanic. No, I'm not, but I did do basics when it comes to me being able to work on the car with my dad and my uncles, and that is, you know, just like the basic things, but it makes more sense for me to be working on like the paint job and for me to like sand it down in certain places. We're gonna put away a lot of what we were just working on right now. The sandpaper and whatnot is gonna find itself back into this box. Oh, well, not back into the box, but into the box for the first time. And we're getting ready to like kind of wrap up this part of the live stream. I'll be coming back later for another live stream experience, so be here for it if you want to be. Ah, dang it, this got wet. It's my bag, it's okay. It's fine, it just got a little wet. It's fine. No, it sucks. It's okay. Regardless, I'm here for you if you're here for me. And do feel free to comment and interact with me and the other people that are in the room. As the live stream experience is a place for you to be able to interact with me and others. And that's just what it's here for. It wouldn't be what it is without you. So do interact. If you just want to watch though, totally understand. No need to explain yourself. You probably can't really see me right now. All right, let's switch towels just to switch towels. Gosh, this car door always... All right. Now I'll use this towel. Perfect. It's looking pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect. It's getting there. trying to be positive about all that's happening here. When it comes down to restoring a car, it's not necessarily one of my strong skills. So since it's not a strong skill, you know, I can't do this as confidently with like the certainty that everything I do is going to work. I'm figuring it out as I go along. Also, I'm noticing other damages as I go along. This part's starting to come out. Oh no, that's good. That's all right. That's fine. I forgot I can slide some of these things back into place. It's an old car. It's 1967. This it was a car that like my dad was able to get in like high school, and you know, it was big for back then. It was a big car, as in like, you know, people liked it. Anyways, let's do a little more of this and a little more of that. I should probably give it one more buffer before we end up ending this live stream. It would be nice to give it a little more buffer in, you know, just in some of the spots and some of the places. Where'd that screw go, or screwdriver go? Oh, well, first let's put this down. Let's not do that quite yet. No. And it's not necessarily in direct sunlight anymore, which is also key when it comes to waxing. Welcome to my live stream experience as I work on this 1967 Dodge Dart. You can enjoy watching me, or you could just, you know, like, you know, not enjoy it. But if you're not enjoying it, then what are you doing here? I'll only know if you tell me. Anyways, thanks for those heart me's, those likes, those shares, and all the gifts. I do appreciate the heart puff meowishly. Thanks for being here and for, you know, giving me some of that attention with those gifts out there. It is fun to be here in this live stream experience with you. And if you're having fun being here with me, well, do let me know by either being a follower, commenting below, or just following me on the other platforms as well. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, live streaming, but I'm also on Instagram, Lemon8. And I'm even on X, but I don't post anything over there. When it comes to me being in the different spaces and places on the internet, I do try to create a safe environment for you to be able to watch content with me in it, and also interact with that content, share that content, comment on that content, and also potentially also interact on a Discord server that you can interact with me and other people that also make content as well. As it is, you know, a social media situation with all the content and all the interactions that I'm doing here online. It does provide you with an opportunity to interact with me and others, and hopefully you take advantage of that. Do be part of it if you want to be part of it, and have fun being in the room when you're coming by and being part of it. We're going to put down some wax over here on the areas that I just sanded, because I'm kind of paranoid about trying to maintain at least some sort of... Man, when it comes to this car, all I had to do was wash it and wax it a couple of times, and I just forgot that, you know, no one else was gonna do it when my dad stopped kind of being as mobile. But, you know, he's still around, so thankful for that. But when it comes down to his ability to come out to work on the car, he actually can't do that at this moment in time, but maybe in the future. Anyways, when it comes down to parents getting older, it's hard to watch them age, but as it does happen, at least, you know, you have them. And if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I should go to my parents' house, you probably should. Maybe you should give your parents a call. I don't know your mom, I don't know your dad, but you probably haven't called them enough. Regardless, do take the time to acknowledge your parents and maybe look at the assets they have, and also try to figure out what they're doing with some of those assets, like this car right here. My dad doesn't know what he's actually going to do with it anymore, and it's an interesting situation to be in, because honestly I can't imagine him not having it, but at the same time he might just want it to be fixed up and he might want to get rid of it. We don't really know. Regardless, do feel free to keep coming back, and you can watch me work on the car no matter what ends up happening to it. It is here in this live stream right now where you'll be able to rewatch it time and time again, so it'll kind of live on forever in a way, but it also has, you know, maybe a little bit of a clock to it. I'm trying to add some of the wax in the areas that I sanded today, and we've just got a couple of other areas to kind of like figure out where, yeah. All right, so let's just try that. I got a bunch of areas to sand right there. I got the extension cable. I'm gonna focus on working on the car for the time being. This is some wax, but I do got to get the wax to kind of like spread out a little bit more. I should really wax the entire car. I just don't have the time to do that right now, I don't think, but I do have the time to make sure to do the entire hood, and we're just gonna jump into it. Just checking it. starting to rip off? Kind of feels like it is. Maybe I should change it to the other one. No, let's just keep going. Terrible job, I feel like. Just a terrible job over here. You know, I could do better. Oh, it unplugged. Look at me doing a terrible job. Letting it unplug like that. Oh, that's why. Ah, yes. There it is. Okay. Now that we've done that. Now that looks better already. Actually, it does look better. I already feel better about this. As I'm trying to get this car all fixed up, it's going to take a couple of times with me here with you. If you're here for it, keep coming back. It is a live stream experience that has me working on this car. Thanks for saying, wait, that car looks insane. I know, right? Doesn't it? It looks like a great car. It is fun to do these live streams at times. I hope you're enjoying watching my live stream experience as it's here for you. It's entertainment for you to be able to rewatch whenever you want here on Twitch and here on YouTube, but not here on the Tickety Talk. But it is here on TikTok, the live stream experience that is. We've got moderators in the room keeping it safe, so do keep it PG. It's here on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch. I don't know which platform you're watching on, but I encourage you to be in the room and be part of the conversation, as it does happen daily, you know, the live stream. But I did back and forth. What did I forget to do? I think that corner and then that top of the roof, which means I just got to get over there and do a little bit more before we end this live stream. So we're just gonna wax it up a little bit in some other areas. I just got to get the roof, and yeah, I don't like putting the extension cord on the car, so I kind of don't have a choice. Let's do that first to get it out of the way, but I first got to put some more of that wax right here. seeing how it has made a difference on the other parts that I just sanded, I really do feel like doing this is actually the best decision I can do right now. This is the best I can do for the live stream, for the car in the live stream experience, as I try to fix it up and get it back into its, back into its original state. It's restoring. It's kind of the whole purpose, right? And then we do a little bit right here. And that's enough. That's what we'll need to finish up this live stream experience. Not much more is going on, so do, get yourself comfortable. But remember, I will end this live stream and I'll come back later. So be a follower, check me out in these places and spaces, and watch the other short form and long form videos that I got going on these different spaces and places. Now, I do feel that does feel dangerous. I'm not going to do that. No. I don't really like having cables on the car, but I don't really have enough slack to do anything otherwise. Guess it's just going to be how it is. It's just for the roof, so let's just let that happen just for the time being. I'm not a big fan of... Ah, dang it fell. There it is. It doesn't feel good. Alright, let's just finish this up. Just checking it. Just doesn't feel like I got control over it either, so I gotta flip sides, I think. Better, not great, but still better. And that's what we'll just leave it at today. I'm good with working on this for right now. I'll be doing another live stream later. This is going to be a couple more live streams of me trying to figure this out. I need to talk to some of my other uncles and potentially get some more advice on how to deal with all the aspects of this car, to be able to take good inventory of what type of state it's in, and also try to restore it in a feasible manner. Before we decide to do anything with it, I really just gotta fix it up in the areas that are necessary. Regardless, we gotta take care of this car first before we decide what to do with it. Since, we can. I mean, it was restored here, so why not just bring that to the table for my pops. He always likes it when he hears that I've worked on it. Yeah. Even though I'm not great at dealing with the motor, pretty much ever, never really been good at dealing with the motor, it's not the point. The point is, it's just like putting some time into it, and working on the car is a big deal in this family. And since my dad loves this car a lot, not saying he loves it more than any of his children, but clearly he doesn't, because wasn't able to work on it anymore. Maybe there was a time. Anyways, welcome to the live stream experience. As I'm wrapping it up, it's been a lot of fun for me to be here for you, and hopefully it's been fun for you to be here for me. In the live stream experience, you'll be able to rewatch it time and time again, but you won't be able to read what you've said in the chat. No, in the live chat, that'll just go away. If you're rewatching a live stream experience here on YouTube or here on Twitch, you know, there's some situations where I answer people's questions, and I might not be reading out loud what they're saying, but there is context to certain situations to some degree, if I do take the time to at least fill you in. But hopefully you've been able to stay in the loop and it hasn't been too confusing of a live stream experience. I did have a guest in the live stream here on YouTube and on Twitch where you could hear them off camera, but you know, that's where that is. Regardless, it is a live stream experience for you to be able to continue to rewatch time and time again. This was me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart, specifically trying to get a better idea of how to deal with the paint job and how to restore it back to a more reputable position of condition. Position. This has been quite the live stream regardless. I've really enjoyed being here with you, and hopefully you've enjoyed being here with me. Do come back later for another live stream experience, as I do guest nights on Thursday night, so do come back for it if you want to be back for it. I got to go over there and put this stuff away real quick, but we are going to end the live streams in just a minute, so do be a follower. And also, ice cream paint job. What do you mean ice cream paint job? You mean it looks like an ice cream? You mean it looks like vanilla? It looks like vanilla ice cream? Does it look like vanilla? I don't think so. Anyways, I already walked away. I'm close by still, though. Pretty close. Not that close. I'm pretty far away. I'm not close at all. But I am actually, you know, still nearby. I do appreciate people being here. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but you should be able to. I'm not that far away. No, I'm pretty far away. But I'm coming back. As soon as I'm done wrapping this table and putting this table away, you know, it is important to put things away as you move along and move on. With the live stream experience being a place that I do things, say the stuff, show up to do what I can. We're going to need to cover this car up. I should probably get another wipe down. Let's see, do I have any more rags here with me? Yeah, I do actually have one more. We should give it a little bit of a wipe down in some of the other areas, just to kind of like make sure we're all good. Giving it that love is necessary. We're not sure what's going to happen to this car in the long run, so just acting like anything can happen, even if it ends up sitting in our front yard for a lot longer, at least it'll be, you know, in better condition, and that's really the whole idea. You don't want to have a classic car like this just rotting away. You want to take the time to at least take care of it a little bit, and I need to be better about it, and me doing the live stream about it is also going to hold me more accountable. Yeah, it does. It does also make it so I actually finish these things. Sometimes I used to start up working on this car and I just stop within like the first 10 minutes. But when I live stream myself doing something, it kind of ensures me to follow through with it to a certain degree. We're just giving it a little wipe down too, just because we can. Regardless, this is coming to an end, this live stream, that is. You know, it was a lot of fun for me to be here with you, and hopefully it was fun for you to be here with me. I'm going to take this now back over to the garage, and then we're going to end this live stream in just a minute. I'm just cleaning up out here at the same time because, you know, when I go inside, I'm going to just grab the cameras. I don't have to put away all this stuff after. I also got to shut off that hose. This is all the box of all the waxing stuff. What's up here? Wait, what? I'm still live streaming, but I'm putting the tarp back on the car. Yes, putting the tarp back on the car and wrapping up this live stream experience with you is, you know, it's happening. It's going to take me another second. Regardless, I appreciate everyone being in the room. This gives you opportunity to talk to the other people that are in the room. If you want to chit chat with the other people that are in the live stream experience, outside of the live stream experience, join the Discord server. I'm going to just take one more thing over closer to the door, just so then, you know, everything's over there. You know, it's a live stream experience, but it's just you joining me in my real life. It's reality TV, you know, without the glamour of it. It's just reality TV. so rossed up. Coming right back. I'm just putting other things away as well. Don't you worry about me. This gives you an opportunity to look at the car. It's just nice to get a good look at the car. That's a good classic 1967 Dodge Dart for you. And it's here for you if you're here for it. The car is, that is. The car is here for you if you're here for it. In this way, oh, dang it. Is that dead skin? I gotta peel this off. Ah, it hurts. It's okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll take care of that later. Regardless, that's not what's important. What's important is you got to get the tarp back on, and you got to get this car covered up so that it can stay in good condition continuously. Although it was, you know, covered up before, and it's not necessarily in the best of conditions, or in the best condition. The best of conditions? The best of conditions. Look at me playing with them words. Trying to figure out how to say the sentence I'm trying to say. Anyways, now the tarp's going back on this baby. It is ripped in some sections, but this is a California car cover. They're not paying me to advertise them, but it is a California car cover. But you know, no one's paying me to say that, so I'm not necessarily saying that. But I am saying it because if you're looking for a good car cover for your car, this will help you out, but you know, you still need to uncover it, wash it, and give it some love. The paint's not just gonna stay perfect forever. And you know, when it comes down to the paint job itself, you gotta give it some wax and some love every now and then. It is nice to do these live streams, but it wouldn't be what it is without you guys being here. So we're gonna start wrapping it up where I think the viewers and the moderators, as I do the clickety click, now this is firmly in place and secure, and now we've got the car all, you know, like covered up and whatnot. Regardless, this was me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart. Thanks for being part of the live stream experience, and thanks for watching me sand it down in some places, give it another layer of wax, wash it down in other places, and really just come to the conclusion that it's not in the best of condition, but it's gonna get some love, and it's gonna look pretty good as soon as I shine it up and you know, fix up the paint job a little bit in certain areas that I can restore. In other areas it just needs to be peeled off so then it can be repainted. But regardless, when it comes down to me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart, it'll happen here every once in a while. And you know, there's other live stream experiences I do as well, so do keep coming back, and come back later on tonight for a live stream experience that has me doing the you know, guest night on TikTok on my Balavoon account, on you know, my alternate TikTok account known as Balavoon. It is a place for you to be able to interact with me and the other people that watch my live stream on a daily basis. So do feel free to come back later on tonight and be part of the conversation if you want to be part of the conversation. Thanks again for being here, guys, and thanks for being part of my live stream experiences. It was a place for me to interact with you. I had a fun time. Hopefully you had a fun time watching me. Do give a shout out to all the people that are in the to all the peeps that are in the room that are my moderators here on Twitch. Let's thank all those moderators before we end this live stream. The Twitch live stream has moderators like Burrito Diva, Ray the Gatekeeper, Lily, Jam, and we also have the Man of Things and Kajal as moderators here in the room, keeping it safe for us all to interact with each other and have a good time. I wouldn't be able to do it without them, and I do appreciate them a lot. Thanks for being here, moderators, and do be a follower here on Twitch. And if you're rewatching the live stream here on Twitch, take the time to go over to my profile to see if I'm live right now, and you can interact with me in real time. If you're watching me here on YouTube, thanks again for watching, and thanks for being part of a very special live stream experience that has been a lot of fun for me to be here for you, and hopefully it's been fun for you to be here for me. It is hard for me to see the screen because it just dims itself even more and more, and plus there's sunlight out here. But let's thank the moderators before we end this live stream. I see that people were in the room, and I really do appreciate people being here, but the moderators keep it safe, and I do appreciate them as well, so I like to give them a shout out by name. The moderators that are here on YouTube are Brandon, Liz, Gabby, Peaceful Kevin, Sarita Bonita, Danita Bonita. We also have Juliet, Miranda, Rosanna, Noah, Leo, Dougie, Lauren, Natalia, Jam, Ray the Gatekeeper, and Kajal. Those are my moderators here on the YouTube experience. I really do appreciate all of them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. So give them a shout out, tell them they're doing a good job. Also be a subscriber here on YouTube and like the live stream, and also maybe comment below if you're rewatching it. Also, if you're rewatching it, take the time to go over to my profile to see if I'm live right now, and you can interact with me in real time. And over here on my on my Tickety Talk. It is a live stream experience that's here for you if you're here for it. And I do see people are here hanging out with me as always. It's always nice to see all y'all. Do feel free to keep coming back, and also give a shout out to my moderators to keep the live stream experience safe. Let's keep it PG and let's have fun with each other in the room, you know, making it a space and a place for me to be able to interact with you and for you to be able to interact with me. But it really wouldn't be possible without those moderators, like I've said and like I've thanked over there on Twitch and on YouTube. I still got the moderators over here on the Tickety Talk, and it looks like Josh, you're making someone laugh right there. Meowishly finds that to be funny. What did you say? You said, oh, Josh, sorry, I don't go that way, but you know, it never hurts asking. But thanks for being here and thanks for being part of it. Hopefully you're having a good day. I do enjoy having people coming in the room on a regular basis, and Josh, you're someone that does come back time and time again, so I do appreciate you. Thanks for liking the live stream, and you know, it is nice to see you in the room, but it's also nice to see all of you others that are in the room as well, that are especially them moderators. Let's give a shout out to the moderators that are here on TikTok. The moderators here on TikTok are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Javier, Bobo Gizmo, Grant that goes by the name I Only Follow Ben, also Juliet, Danita, Davida, Dorito, Burrito, Lizzie, Izzy, Rem, Abby, Banana Fan of Fope, Abby, Jamie, Lynn, and Sarah, Sarita, Bonita, the Citalita. Those are the moderators that we've got in the room on a regular basis. I appreciate all of them. Kajal is the runner-up. Kajal is the runner-up. Well said, Meowishly. Yeah, basically. I mean, I can admit to it. It is nice to have all y'all in the room coming back on a daily basis. It wouldn't be what it is without you guys being here, so do feel free to keep coming back, as it is a place that I do try to take the time to interact with all y'all, so do take the time to potentially interact with the other people that are in the room as well. Join the Discord server, be part of the conversation outside of the live streams, and also follow me on Instagram. Thanks again for being here, guys. It was a lot of fun to thank all the moderators, but also let's give a shout out to those viewers that are here on a regular basis as well. It wouldn't be what it is without you viewers being here, and I really do appreciate those viewers that you are. You're a viewer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you later for guest night if you do decide to come back. And we're going to end the live stream over here on Twitch first. Thanks again for watching. Be a follower, and I can't wait to see you in another live stream experience. Bye for now, but I'll see you when I see you next. And over here on the YouTube experience, it's time to end the live stream. Thanks for being part of it and for making it special for me. Hopefully it was special for you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. It was a live stream experience that had me working on this 1967 Dodge Dart, and I look forward to seeing you when I do another live stream experience of me doing, you know, guest night if you want to be part of it, or maybe a live stream tomorrow. Anyways, I live stream daily. Come back when you can. Be a subscriber, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Ta-ta, all you wonderful people out there on YouTube. Bye-bye. Have a good one.